Section 1. The First Day.
We kick things off with Rumi. She's a brand new student, standing in front of a school that just feels impossibly big. I mean, imagine that universal feeling of stepping into a sea of unfamiliar faces. Her only comforts right now are the memory of her cat, Derpy, waiting for her back home, and this very special pink scarf. Her mother gave her this scarf before she left for school, and to Rumi, it's not just an accessory, it's literally her emotional armor for the day. As a new student, Rumi is shy, which just means being scared to talk to new people. And listen, this isn't just a vocabulary word for us to learn. It's the absolute anchor for our first narrative shift. This initial vulnerability totally sets the stage for everything. She's desperately hoping to make a friend, but her fear of speaking up makes her a really easy target for the cruel events that are about to unfold.
And this brilliantly illustrates the harsh reality of Rumi's isolation. Her first day isn't just bad, it is a cascade of complete disasters. First, she accidentally sits in someone else's seat and gets harshly commanded to find another one. Then, during the one time she should find a moment of peace, lunch, she's mocked and her food is loudly called disgusting and gross. But the final, most devastating blow? Two classmates target that special pink scarf, her mother's precious gift, and they physically take it from her, claiming it looks better on them.
This behavior brings us to a critical definition. A bully is someone who is mean to weaker people. We see this behavior embodied explicitly in two girls, Mira and Zoe. They don't just take Rumi's scarf, they gleefully parade it around in the weeks that follow. They call Rumi pathetic, weak, and a crybaby. It's textbook bullying, right? Establishing this cruel, unfeeling hierarchy right there on day one, and leaving Rumi feeling completely defeated and totally alone.
Section 2. The roles reverse.
Now, this is where the source material delivers a sudden, really sharp plot twist. The universe, it seems, has a funny way of balancing the scales. Mira, the main instigator of the bullying who stole the scarf, she faces a sudden, dramatic upheaval in her own life. Her family loses their jobs. Without money, they're abruptly forced to leave everything behind and move away to a cheaper state. Oh, okay, whatever. That is the actual response Mira gets from her supposed best friend Zoe when she breaks the heartbreaking news of her sudden move. It's a moment of brutal irony. The person she bonded with over cruelty, over making fun of Rumi, doesn't even care that she's leaving. In an instant, the illusion of their friendship shatters, leaving Mira entirely isolated and alone as she packs up her life.
Let's move to and see how this builds across the timeline. 3 weeks after stealing the scarf, Mira's family moves away. 2 weeks after that, Mira is now the new student starting at her new school. And 1 month later, we get the ultimate realization and apology. Briskly pushing the narrative forward through these crucial chronological leaps shows us just how fast someone's world can completely flip upside down.
Notice the exact mirroring here. Think back to Rumi's first day, mocked for her scarf, lunch called gross. Now compare that directly to Mira's first day as the new girl. She accidentally takes someone's seat and is told to move. At lunchtime, she sits alone, and her food is stolen and called junk and terrible. Mira instantly recognizes the painful, terrifying familiarity of being the outcast. She's experiencing the exact same humiliation she inflicted on Rumi.
Section 3. Learning to say sorry.
Okay, let's slow the pace down here for a moment, because this is where the internal transformation truly begins. Mira is now thoroughly humbled. She's the one being bullied now. And in that dark, lonely place, she has a massive epiphany. She finally realizes the exact heavy weight of the pain she caused Rumi. That abstract idea of being mean becomes a harsh, daily, lived reality for her. Through this isolation, Mira learns what it truly means to be sorry. Feeling bad for what you did, and meaning it from your heart. So the crucial point is, Mira didn't truly understand this word when she was the popular girl. Now, through her own intense suffering, she gets its true, heartfelt meaning. It isn't just a word you say to stay out of trouble. It actually requires deep internal remorse.
Section 4. The meaning of forgiveness.
To make things right, After a month of enduring the same isolation she once caused, Mira returns to her old town and actively tracks down Rumi. She doesn't just want to quietly clear her conscience. She wants to look Rumi in the eye, confess exactly how mean she was, explain what she's learned, and offer a deeply sincere apology. And that brings us to the counterweight of an apology. Forgive. To stop being angry and give another chance. The focus here beautifully shifts to Rumi. This is an incredibly empowering choice for her. She doesn't just verbally accept Mira's apology. Seeing that Mira is now the one who is lonely and hurting, Rumi actively shares her food with her former tormentor. She literally breaks the cycle of cruelty with an act of pure grace.
When Mira asks how she can be so kind after everything that happened, Rumi profoundly responds, "Because I know what real evil looks like, and you are not evil. You just made a mistake." Wow. It represents the philosophical core and the absolute ultimate lesson of this entire explainer. Rumi possesses the emotional intelligence to separate a person's bad actions from their inherent worth.
Section 5. The Good Hearts Club. Let's shift gears here and explore the really uplifting aftermath of this newfound forgiveness. Because this isn't just about two girls making up and moving on. It is a transition into active, organized kindness. It's about what you do next after you've been granted the grace of a second chance. We can clearly track Mira's complete redemption arc in these 3 steps. Step 1, she apologized sincerely. Step 2, she accepts Rumi's invitation to join the Good Hearts Club, which is an actual group dedicated to doing kind things and helping other students who are being bullied. And step 3, which is absolutely crucial, she cuts ties with toxic friends. When Zoe shows back up and refuses to change her mean ways, still calling Rumi a loser, Mira officially ends her friendship with Zoe.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it visually quantifies Mira's complete behavioral transformation. Think about past Mira. She stole a mother's gift, she mocked a girl's lunch. Contrast that with present Mira. She actively joins a club to stop bullying, and she publicly defends Rumi against Zoe. It's a night and day comparison, and it proves her apology wasn't just words, it was a real commitment to action. Which leads us to the final takeaway highlighted in the source text. If you bully someone, you will feel that pain someday. The story illustrates that karma can be a pretty harsh teacher, but more importantly, it shows that understanding someone else's pain, truly stepping into their shoes, and offering a genuine apology can actually forge an unbreakable bond. What started in cruelty ended with them declaring themselves true friends forever.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to turn the focus back to you. Do you believe in second chances? After seeing Mira's journey from bully to victim to a genuinely changed friend and advocate, where do you stand? Leave a comment below with your thoughts on forgiveness and karma. And hey, if you do believe that